Welcome to the Holy Yogi, where we help you find the guru inside of you. Hello, beautiful. Hello, handsome. How you doing today? And if no one has told you today that they love you, let me be the first. I love each and every single one of you because love is the greatest medicine of them all. And love makes the world go round and round and round. And love, ladies and gentlemen, it always wins. Keep that in proper perspective. It always wins. So with that in mind, this is what I want you to do. I want you to spread the love by spreading the word about the Holy Yogi. Like, comment, tweet, Facebook, post it, Instagram it, YouTube it, share it all over the world so we get some phenomenal information to help you have a fantastic life today. So, the message of the day is Jamie Foxx and Katie Holmes secret love relationship. And what we're gonna do is, I always give a spiritual perspective as far as love relationships are concerned. And I use celebrities sometimes because, quite frankly, a lot of people follow celebrities, they relate to celebrities, but to be very honest with you, celebrities are human beings just like you and I, and we could learn a great deal of blessings in the lessons when we take this big figure, type of celebrity, big figures, celebrities and stars, and break it down to the basis of the average relationship that all of us go through. So, I knew long before everybody, my son was even asking me, he was like, "Ma, did you know that Katie Holmes and Jamie Foxx were in a relationship for 6 years?" And I said I knew about 4 years ago that, and I would say about 5 years ago, I knew that they were in a relationship, though they were trying to keep a secret. You kind of pick up the spiritual vibes and the intuitive, instincts about certain things that you see that are kind of going on. Just was out there in the press and in the national choir. Everybody else was picking it up too. Was going on, though they never confessed to ever being in a relationship. And I think when it was coming to the final grand finale, because like we'll discuss it in a minute, you saw them coming out and going on dates and things of that nature. But they never confirmed it. They never denied it. It just was there. So, let me talk. Let's get down to the bare tactics. Because I really want to talk, especially to the ladies out there, my wonderful ladies. And gentlemen can give their confirmation. But I want to talk to you as you are gods and goddesses. As you are the divas and as you are the divine gentlemen. What I want you to fully grasp and understand is that you are spiritual beings first, more than anything. So when you're in the spiritual realm, you handle things only in a loving fashion. And a part of that loving fashion is unconditional love. So make a long story short, what a lot of people get caught up into, I'm going to talk to Katie Holmes right now, is that what happens is, we tend to think, now keep in mind, Katie Holmes was married to Tom Cruise. Jamie Foxx had built a relationship with Tom Cruise, and before him and Katie were in a relationship, Tom Cruise was married to Katie Holmes, had befriended Jamie Foxx, and Tom Cruise and him became good friends. So right then and there, it was over before it began. Even though, I get it, Tom Cruise and Katie got a divorce, etc. Too close for comfort. I never recommend in any type of relationship, when you have brothers and sisters and people were in a relationship and it was the dynamics of the relationship was different at the time of brother and sister and someone was dating. I watched a movie at one time where the sister ended up marrying her sister's, I think, ex-husband. And they end up getting into a relationship and getting married. Too close for comfort. When you honor and when you love and when you respect people, I personally believe that you should not indulge in a relationship with that person because of the relationship that you have with other people. It's like a sacred bond. That's the best way I can describe it to you. With all legal intensive purposes, with all societal intensive purposes, it's a sacred union between other individuals. Because somewhere along the line, people, no matter what, are going to believe that while you were in a relationship with someone else, you was digging someone else's, when they were in a relationship, digging someone else's wife or husband, etc. So, that dynamic was one of the main reasons why they kept it a secret. Because, after Tom Cruise and Katie got divorced, it is believed that that's when Katie and Jamie Foxx hooked up. And in a nutshell, like I said, it's too close for comfort. So they wanted to kind of keep it underneath wraps, type of thing. So it wouldn't appear that it was like an affair that finally, after divorce came out into the open. Who knows? But the point about it is, like I said, it kind of sets the relationship up for failure from the very onslaught. Too close, like I said, for comfort. Keep that in proper perspective. That's number one. Number two, let's talk about Jamie Foxx. Jamie Foxx was clear on Oprah and a lot of other interviews that he was a type of man that, and this was when he was in his early 40s. Jamie's 50-something now, in his early 40s. And he was the type of man, he never, ever, 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 ever got married. He has, I think, 3 or 4 kids, maybe out of wedlock, with other women that he had. He said he liked women with big boobs and big butts and just very external, very type of guy who was clear, no commitment, etc., was not going to ever get married type of thing. Made it quite clear. He was never a one-woman type of man. He liked women, he liked relationships, he went out in the world, and he did his thing. Period. And that was that. Now, one thing about men, ladies, so I want you divas and goddesses to listen to me. People, Maya Angelou said, people will show you who they are and even tell you. So you can't get upset with a man if he looks you in the eye and if he tells you how he is and what he wants to do. Now, I believe, and by any stretch of the imagination, my intuitive Twitters out there, unfortunately, or fortunately, believe that Katie Holmes, like a lot of women, think I'm different. I'm Katie Holmes. I'm a star, I'm rich, I'm wealthy, I'm Tom Cruise's ex-wife. I am a major catch, and you absolutely are. But you can't catch a man that don't want to be caught. I'm going to say it again. You can't catch a man that does not want to be caught. People always think that they're different, that they're special, that quote-unquote they're going to change a person. Don't, ladies, please save your. They were in a relationship for 6 years. 6 years is a long time. 6 years in marriage. I don't know how long she was married with Tom Cruise, but let me see that baby that they had. I think she's 8, 9, or 10, or whatever kids. I think they were married 6 or 7 years. That's, say what you will, with all legal terms, it's not a legal binding contract, but that's a long time to have a relationship with someone. Okay. And I'm sure the reason why they broke up, because I understand they broke up beforehand, before a couple of years ago, once again, because Katie wanted more of his time, more of his attention, and quite frankly wanted to be out. out. Wanted to be able to have a public relationship with him. And so now, as they were coming out again to really do this thing, because I'm sure he quote unquote liked her. But what I really think with like a lot of men are natural competitors. And Tom Cruise and Jamie Foxx in the same movie industry. Tom Cruise, the darling, the top box office blockbuster starring celebrity. And think about how Jamie Foxx think, ooh, I got his woman. Let's keep it real. And that's what got him to stay longer and to have a relationship with her. Because when you check out previous interviews by Jamie Foxx, she is not his type. She is not, buxom, big boobs, big behind, curvaceous type of woman that quote unquote Jamie Foxx tends to have relationships with. But he made an exception to the rule because she was fulfilling his fantasy of a lot of men. He's black, she's white. A lot of black men don't have power in the economic society of the world. White men ruling business and ruling Hollywood and ruling so many places. But this is one area where black men can rule when a black man takes his woman. Let's keep it real. That's thinking on the what? The very basic animalistic, humanistic nature of a relationship, which is what? It's out of God. It's all ego-based, easing God out of the situation type of relationship. In a nutshell, the relationship failed before it even was born. It was dead before it was born because it's based out of fear, it was based out of ego, it was based out of everything else but love. And so no type of relationship is going to satisfactorily develop or thrive or live when you have all those components that has nothing to do with two human beings coming together for the sake of loving each other and taking that love, spreading it out into the world to make it the best place that it is ordained to be. Very ego-driven type of relationship. And I hope Katie Holmes has learned a very valuable lesson. If it quacks like a duck, if it walks like a duck, and if it acts like a duck, it's a duck. And Jamie Foxx is woof woof, a dog, to put it quite simply. And he, like they say, he's barking, he's wagging his tail, he's doing all the dog type of acts. And there's nothing master about Jamie Foxx. So ladies, get the book by Devon Franklin. What was the title of Devon Franklin's book? I forget the title of it. His most recent book that he had out. I can't believe I forgot it. But in a nutshell, that book was about men who act like dogs and men who act like masters. And Jamie Foxx has all the characteristics, all the actions of the dog instead of the master, especially when a man is in his 50s. Ladies, if he is in his 50s, we always give people what in 20s, you're growing, you're learning. 30s, you pretty much got it. 40s, you're fine-tuning things. In 50s, you're settling out into your divine. And wisdom should be manifesting there at this point. Masters should be there at 50. If it's not, oh my God, call it a lifetime. They're just not ready. It doesn't make them bad. Anything of that nature. I'm very clear about this. When these things happen, we are all grown adults. It's not Jamie Foxx is wrong. It's not Katie Holmes is wrong. It's just a matter of, simply put, being in the place of love in all these situations. So just love your way out of the relationship. Learn the blessing in the lesson. And take the beauty of what you learned in that relationship and take that love and transcend it to someone who's going to honor and love you the way that you want to be loved. But don't ever think you could force someone to be something that they're just not capable of being and quite frankly don't want to be. Jamie's been consistent, and I'm pretty sure he's been open and honest and clear with her about it. But some women, like I say, think that they're special, think that things are going to change. But it's ran its course, and I think she's realized that. And I wish she said she's open for love again, because it was no doubt Tom Cruise was over the moon in that relationship. Unfortunately, it didn't work out. So yes, love is available for you, Katie, and you're going to have love. But wait, heal, and focus on the divine love that you want, so you can draw to the divine mate that you want in your life. So with this said, let's do our minute meditation, everybody. Dear Heavenly Spirit, divine, gracious Mother of God, thank you so much for putting me in a healthy, happy, safe, loving relationship with my divine soulmate. In a divine soulmate relationship, love does not hurt, it does not envy, it is not jealous at all. It is compassionate, it is giving, it is grace, it is mercy, it is beautiful, blissful, and very, very happy. And I thank you in advance for the divine spirit that's coming into my life, that's here to bring me peace. Hetapu, peace, namaste. Have a great day, everybody.